Today we are going to be checking out the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Whitecap Edition. This is one of their 12 for 12 drops, and there's a lot of hidden features with this Jeep behind us. It has some hidden features on the window sticker, some cool things we wanted to check out in person, and some things that just might surprise you. Let's do a full walk around of this vehicle, check out what's included, our personal take, and dive a little bit deeper onto why we were wrong about this trim. Before we get into this one today, if you guys are on the channel here, you're watching this video, thank you so much for stopping by. If it's your first time coming here, or if you've been around for a while, we really love the community that DRC has built, and all of you make that community possible. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, we'd love if you would join our community. You're gonna get videos like this, reviewing content, reviewing products, Jeep events, Jeep shows, crazy builds, and we've got so much more going on. There's a countdown timer on our brand new website that Ryan and I have been working on for a couple months now, and at the end of that timer, it's gonna be something massive. If you guys are subscribed to the channel, you're gonna see it first, and we just wanted to put this in as we're closing in on 100K, and we cannot wait to hit that milestone with everyone watching this. So let's get into it and check out this Jeep. Well guys, just in the video when we talked about the white cap, I probably should have worn the hat and a white cap because it is freezing today here in central PA, but I think this trim is something you have to check out in person. The online rendering of the juice with the white grille just wasn't doing it for us, and we just really wanted to see what this Jeep looked like. Now going around and talking about what's included in this, I'll start right off the gate. The Extreme Recon is not included in the white cap package. That was optioned on this vehicle, but on the Extreme Recon, you can see the 35s, the lift, and the different size tires. And I can say that that makes it look a heck of a lot better. But what's included in the white cap is the Rubicon hood lettering on the side here. This is almost like a silhouette font here, so you can see the color below is popping through. I am a fan of that. I think it looks pretty clean on the hood there. And then once we go up front, this is where you're starting to see the tie-in of the white cap or the white accent pieces, is that we do have I don't know if this is the same as a PW7 white vehicle. I'd imagine it is. But what I do like about the front grille is that the entire surrounds are also body color. So it is just the inset of the front grille is in that white color. A little bit odd on this one, but red tow hooks up front too. I think we could have definitely done those in white, but as far as what's standard on that, that's pretty much what you're gonna get on the front end. Is you're gonna get the decals and you're gonna get the front grille. Now Ryan, as we move along the side of this, what I also found a bit interesting in this vehicle in particular is the fact that the trail rated badge and the Jeep lettering is in the Willys configuration. There's a ton of Jeeps sitting here behind us, and if you had a Willys trim, it is like gloss black mixed with a matte black on the trail rated and the Jeep lettering. So not done with the red Rubicon, but yet they did red tow hooks up front. Now on the white cap, you're also going to get something else that's pretty cool here, and that is going to be the body side graphic striping. You can get this on other trims. I'm trying to see if others have them, but they're not in white. This would typically come in a flat black if you ordered the side body graphic. And then the real showstopper and why it's called the white cap, right here, the white color matched hardtop. From what Anthony was actually just telling us too, he said, I believe you can also order this in a Sky One Touch, and he was just interested to see if it would be a Sky One Touch all in white, and then the fabric was white as well, but I personally think it would be just a white top, black fabric up top, just like a typical Sky One Touch. On the back, there's a little bit more of an Easter egg. On the right-hand side, they have included the Willys four-wheel drive white sticker right here. So the Willys four-wheel drive in the white font, and there's no Willys sitting over here besides that Mojito. That's typically in black. Red tow hook in the back, and I don't know if I've been looking at any of these now. Still the badging in here. Like, I would have thought that would have been a cool spot just to put like a white cap kind of in the build breakdown. But that is going to be what is standard on the white cap. Now, obviously, this Jeep is a 2026. It's in purple rain, so it does contrast pretty well with the purple. We have a purple Jeep, and we know that these colors kind of play around with each other. But that is what's going to be included with this. You can get it in the Rubicon, or you can get in the Sahara trim. So now, guys, let's break down what has actually been added to this Wrangler behind us. Now, it started off as a 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Like I said, you can also do a Sahara. Personally, I think if you're going to do it, the Rubicon is a great way to go. And there has been some things added to this. Obviously, right off the gate, Extreme Recon has been added. So 456 axle ratio, larger tires, the whole gamut that is included with that has been installed on this Jeep from the factory. And then the white cap package in this particular instance is on the window sticker as being $3,185. Now, I thought the white cap was $495, but what I think is happening is that since this is a base Rubicon, It normally would come with a soft top and black fender flares, so inside of the Whitecap package, you are getting the white color matched roof, the fender flares, and then all of the other bits, such as the front grille, the decal packages, and the little things like that. So that is $31.85. Anthony did order this with the upgraded premium leather on the inside. That was another little bit of an add-on. And then this one did come with the convenience group too, so you can just select the box. If you are having your local Jeep dealership order you a Rubicon or any of these new Gladiators or Wranglers, typically convenience group is no charge, but you have to make sure you click it. If you don't click it, it won't be added. But if you do, it's typically no charge. So just make sure you guys watch that if you're ordering one of these things. This is one thing I got to critique Jeep about, right, Ryan? We saw this. This has got the Rubicon steel hood on here. Same as the 392, the cowl's higher. It's got the Mojave style inlet here, so this isn't a functional inlet just like the 392 is. This is a non-functional inlet here. But this hood costs $795. I don't get that. Like, you can't get the other hood on here. You have to get this hood now. Now, I'll argue I do like this hood more, but it's odd that it's coming as a cost on this. It was a first no charge, but now I think people are just excited to get this hood, so you don't mind spending a little bit more. Personally, I also feel the same way. I would have probably added this hood onto my Jeep, even for 800 bucks, onto a regular Rubicon because, well, it just looks better in our opinion. Now, the other things that have been added onto this, it was just the Alpine audio and 8-speed automatic, and this is a 2-liter turbo on here. So you can't get it in any other engine. You can't get a 392 underneath the hood, although it would look absolutely cool in this thing to have a functional 392. What do we think that we were wrong about this Jeep? What are the items that we think we got wrong when we were taking a look at it online? Because we did rip it apart a little bit in the launch video of the Whitecap, and I think firstly, it was because it was a render going through kind of the Arctic or like some sort of mountainous scene, but it was in juice and it didn't have the XR. The juice, the white, and non-XR really contrasted with me, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I think if you are going to pick one of these up, it's definitely a great value just to add on the Extreme Recon package. It's now back down to $29.95, and with that, bigger tires, wheels, 456 gears, brake upgrades, a whole lot of other bits and pieces with that I think are definitely a great upgrade for your money there. Another thing that I would say is you almost have to pick your color wisely. The purple looks good. I think certain colors and different opinions would look good too, but it's definitely a very bright package to have the Whitecap up top and the white grille here. And I would say that for us, if we were to buy one, we would definitely incorporate something into the wheels and tires, but for sure going with that Extreme Recon. A couple other things. Trail rated badges I think could have had a little bit more white accent, and then I would definitely paint these tow hooks or change them to white or just rip off the bumpers altogether, because I do think the red stands out a little bit too much on this Jeep, being that on the exterior there's absolutely no red at all. But when we look at it too, guys, this is now a $65,000 vehicle. There's not a ton of incentives on the 26s, but I do think these might be a little bit of a rare bird, as some of these 12 for 12s I've been reading have certain levels or fulfillment percentages. They're only going to sell up to a certain number, and then once they hit that number, they're done. No one knows that number or what the percentages are, but I don't know. I think I was wrong a little bit about not liking the Whitecap. And maybe it wasn't that I was wrong about not liking it. It was just the fact that I had to see it in person and see it in a different trim, different color, and with the Extreme Recon. So I gotta say, after seeing this one in person, I'm a bigger fan than we were before. I don't know. I think if you like the white accents on here, it's definitely great for you. And I'm thinking like Ryan, and this like in an anvil, I think would look pretty cool. Like maybe a darker color, or maybe not such a bright kind of color on here. I'm not sure. Even like red might look okay. You know, especially if you're like a firefighter or something. I think it definitely pops. It's out there, but if you're into that two-tone, you like the white accents of your vehicle, this is probably a way to go. I could also picture, Ryan, this is funny, we install them on our rigs, all the distinction applied, like the covered up hood bumpers. Imagine those being white. It would kind of like tie, I think you got to tie it in. I think that's where it's at. Like this is maybe why we were wrong, or why we felt that way, is I think it just needs a little bit more white to really make it a full trim. Would you agree with that, Ryan? I think just a more white on the trim rings, on the wheels, white in some different areas, I think would have made it a complete Whitecap package. But right now it's just missing a couple things. But what's cool about that is the Jeep has such great aftermarket products, installers, and different vendors that you can add on all sorts of stuff to this. But yeah, I think maybe we got it wrong on our first critique of it, and we're liking it a little bit more in person. On today's viewer rig of the video, we are checking out Drew's absolutely sick Hydro Blue Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Now, he actually sent this over because he said, since you had a sports rack on yours, I wanted to send you mine so you guys could check it out. Now, he's got a really cool hydro blue here. KC lights all over this rig, upgraded front steering. You can tell that he takes it out to places that needs that orange flag, so he's got to be somewhere in a lot of sand or desert. KMC beadlocks on there, rock slide engineering steps, a ton of badge of honor badges on the side, KC lights, 5 of them up on his sports rack, some high top fender flares, as well as some flush taillights in the rear. Drew, thank you so much for sending this rig. We really appreciate seeing all the input and the custom things that you guys are doing to your Jeep vehicles. If you guys want to have a chance at your rig being featured on our channel, be sure to email rigs@dirtroadcredmedia.com. Now guys, we want to hear from you down below in the comments. What do you think of the Whitecap package now that we have taken you along and shown you all around this vehicle? At the end of the day, this is just an appearance package, whether it is paint match products as well as some decals on this vehicle. So if you're into this contrast, if you like the white mixed with the body color, this is definitely going to be the rig for you. They're doing it not only in the Wrangler, but they also are doing it on the Gladiator, and we'll probably check one of those out once they become in stock here at our local dealership. Now, we kind of like this thing after seeing it in person, but I think it requires some extra pieces, including the Extreme Recon package. And let's be honest, we have a soft spot for the Purple Rain, as we are currently building ours. It's sitting in another state right now, and we're getting a heart transplant done to it. Now, if you guys want to stay along to everything that we're doing to our Purple Rain build, as well as check out all these new trims, we're definitely going to have more and more of them coming soon. Now, we were also just on a really cool phone call the other day, and we will be out in Moab for Easter Jeep Safari, not only checking out all the concept vehicles that Jeep is bringing, but enjoying some of our friends and vendors that will be out there, including AMW and a lot of our other vendors that we have on the channel, and just checking out everything Moab has to offer. Now, until next time though, this has been fun, but it is freezing cold out here in PA, and we can't wait to warm up in Daytona Beach in just the next few weeks, Ryan. And we've actually got a subscriber celebration going on the beach. I'll give you the image, you can pop it up here. It's going to be Thursday the 23rd on the beach in front of the Max Resort. We're going to be out there from 10 o'clock till 3 o'clock. Swing by, we'll have a bunch of people there, and you guys can hang out with us for a little bit. Till next time though, my name's Matt, Ryan's behind the camera, and we want you to get out there and earn yours.